In the previous case study, we discussed conservation of biodiversity, particularly in situ conservation. Now we will discuss about the ex-SITU conservation, a case study. Shashmita, can you?
Conservation is that when an animal is taken from its own place to another place. So, for example, when an animal is taken to a zoo or aquatic animals are taken to aquariums, and there are certain seed banks where seeds of the plants are preserved. There are genetic banks where the genetic information of plants and animals are preserved for future use. So let us discuss about the advantages, disadvantages and the preservation of in-situ and ex-situ conservation.
As a species which is native to China, in the China population will be reduced due to the reproductive rates and loss of habitation. So that in 20th century the exit conservation is implemented to increase the populations. The advantages will be explained by Puja.
So as per Yogesh said, it is a biggest way to increase the breeds which are getting lower nowadays, because nowadays most of the plants and animals are getting decreases due to the increase in the technological fields, and we have to preserve it. And some of the advantages, like we can preserve the animals, and it has some disadvantages, but it's used in the pandemic situations. So for example, the pandemic situations, like it is also used in the military bases also. If we train a wild dog or a wild animal to be enforced over there, it refers many advantages towards the team. So the disadvantages will be followed by?
Yes, Pooja. There can be many advantages, but there are some disadvantages. The animals are taken from the forest and kept in some place, which is not more efficient. It will affect them psychologically. Even as human, if we transport from one place to another place, we don't feel the place like home. So animals don't feel like home when they are kept in zoo or cage. So it will be affect them more psychologically. Then it makes them more uncomfortable also. So we need to think on basis of animals also.
But it also helped in the scientific way too, right?
Yeah, it helped in scientific way, but we should think from animal sides also. No.
It is practically possible.
Yeah, we can conserve animals in forest also.
When animals discomfort in that place, it can be act like normal.
No, it cannot be. So if you are at home, you are transported to another home. So you will feel comfortable there? No. It's same for animal also. So when animals are in forest, they have their natural habitat. But if you kept it in a cage or in a zoo, it will not feel comfortable as it felt in the forest. So it will be more difficult for them to adapt in that place.
I got your point, but these all are possible in the past. But nowadays, in the technical
field, like I say, you can conserve or preserve their DNA or something in a scientific lab, but you don't want to cage them or zoo them up. That's the point I'm keeping it here.
Yes, I accept that. Yeah. But there are some certain advantages too. We have to hear it out, right?
Yeah, sure.
So then, guys, who is telling about the objectives and challenges?
Challenges, high cost of maintaining breeding centers and captive centers. அதுக்கப்புறம் difficulty in reinforcing captive breeding and difficulty in reinforcing captive centers and breeding centers due to the human interferences. High cost of maintaining breeding centers and captive centers. Human fragmentation will decrease the animal fragmentation in wild population. Next will be explained by Priyanka.
Okay, examples of ex-situ conservation are botanical garden. Botanical garden is used to preserve the plant in a natural habitat rather than a natural habitat. And cryopreservation. Cryopreservation is a method to use to maintain the genetical material of sperm, ovum, and seeds, etc. Seed bank. Seed bank is used to store the many seeds with a viable condition. These are the examples for the ex-situ conservation.
Do you think this preserved sperms and ovum will help the animals to be natural?
No.
It will be more artificial now.
But it will use to next generation to
Yeah, it will help in reproduction.
Like Jurassic Park, we can maintain the vulnerable species, no?
No, sir.
Like
I
vulnerable
totally
species.
accept the visualization of animals in the future. But this does not make them healthy animal, which makes it more artificial.
So it is under the nitrogen gas, so it makes it viability. It doesn't.
But the environment will be lost.
No, cryopreservation methods used to save the material which its capability.
It saves the species structures only, not behaviors.
So
It
to
does.
conclude, it has both advantages and disadvantages.
Yes.
We have to balance it.